faculty left double angle bracket faculty of food technology right double angle bracket department left double angle bracket technology of food products right double angle bracket discipline left double angle bracket sanitation and hygiene in livestock facilities right double angle bracket lecture 1 left double angle bracket introductory lecture environment and animal health Есенқұлова Ж Ж Cand. Of Agricultural Science, ASOC. Prof. Lecture plan. Sanitation of animal houses 2. Pathogens and livestock housing ventilation. 3. General requirements. Sanitation of animal houses. The dictionary meaning of the word sanitation is the science of safeguarding health. According to the World Health Organization, environmental sanitation embraces the control of all those factors in man's, in our context animals, physical environment, which exercise a deleterious effect on the physical development, to productivity, health and survival. The physical environment encompasses the non-living objects and physical factors affecting the animals, viz. Air, ventilation, lighting, noise, climate and water. In fact, the term sanitation covers the whole field of controlling the environment of animals with a view to prevent disease and promote health. The basic problems encountered during the maintenance of sanitation in animal houses include the lack of awareness and ignorance of nearly 80% of our population about the role of environmental sanitation in the protection and promotion of their own health and safety, and in the alleviation of their poverty. The task remains to eliminate other factors of environment which are harmful to human and animal health. Infection transmission chain. Infected host reduce shedding level isolate sheds agent environment sanitation process remove contaminated materials increase agent death rate agent survives susceptible host increase resistance isolate to minimize infectious dose. Pathogens and livestock housing. Livestock are exposed to the challenge of potential pathogens in their sheds, pens, parlors and brooders. The pathogens are brought from outside by wind. Viral agents can travel a great distance through air, dust, fever, brucellosis, tuberculosis, vectors, mosquitoes, lice, ticks, fleas, etc. The infective agents voided by diseased animals serve as source of infection to healthy stock by contact, leptospirosis, ingestion, salmonellosis, parasitosis, Newcastle disease, brucellosis and HS, etc., inhalation, tuberculosis, brooder pneumonia, and foot and mouth disease, to cite a few instances. numerous direct vector-transmitted infections are spread through vectors, lice, ticks, fleas, that develop within the farmhouses. A major approach to reduce this challenge relates to cleaning the buildings by rubbing, scrubbing, dusting, washing and disinfection between batches of animals to the house. Ventilation in animal houses is required for removing stale air, and to replace it by fresh air. Very little ventilation or too much of it is injurious to the health of animals and their attendants. In improperly ventilated animal houses, the stagnant air becomes warmer and more humid. Condensation of water on the surface, bedding and floors makes them wet, and animals become uncomfortable. It eventually leads to concentration of animals at places, uneven distribution of animals, causing accumulation of excreta and expired air in pockets. All these factors also lead to concentration of dust, particulate matter, ammonia, other gases and pathogenic microorganisms carried by animals, facilitating exacerbation of respiratory and enteric diseases, mastitis and other illnesses. High humidity with low temperature during the winter months are favorable for the spread of various infections. Further, the gases arising from slurry pits or channels beneath the animals also expose the animals to intoxication. Disposal of sewage and farm refuge. Farmyard refuge has long been used as fertilizer in agricultural farms. This is contributed by the animals as excreta, feces and urine, and minute amounts of coughing and body secretions. Leftover food, feeds and beddings. Water used for drinking and washing of animals and floors. Sometimes, however, these unwanted waste products become difficult to dispose of. Solid farmyard manure is usually difficult to remove satisfactorily. A mixture of feces and urine is suspended in water occasionally with bedding to have semi-liquid slurry. It is allowed to flow through the gutter to tanks, ponds below grounds or lakes, and artificially excavated depressions on the ground. These lead to pollution of water sources, farm ditches, streams, river, etc. Liberation of foul smell and risk of disease dissemination allow thinking unusing of waste disposal through sewage. Farmstead environment and health. Human and animal health is adversely affected by polluted environment. Disease-producing agents, namely bacteria, viruses, fungi and ecto and endo parasites, are widely distributed in the environment. Arthropods developed in certain environments act as vectors for many disease-causing agents. Stagnant water in the farm premises and animal houses allows the development of mosquitoes, which may transmit many diseases to animals and man. Vectors transmit infections mechanically or biologically. Fleas, flies, ticks and mites which develop rapidly under warm and humid conditions, and in areas with organic matter and sandy soil, can disseminate many infective agents like spirochetes, rickettsia, viruses and parasites. Major sources of contamination in animal house. Domesticated animals are normally prone to disease. Bacteria, virus, parasites may interfere in animal health and food product obtained from them. To avoid this, it is essential to find the sources of contamination and preventive measures. Water. Drinking water will be contaminated with number of pathogens, and will be source of contamination and illness in animals. Clean chlorinated water will help to reduce pathogenic load. Water which is used for cleaning the animal and shelter is also treated with appropriate disinfectant to maintain sanitation. Feed. Feed provides direct entry of pathogenic entities into the animal body and is the potential source of disease. Putrefied feed also creates problems in digestion, so proper feeding is obligatory. Personnel. During animal handling, a load of pathogens can transfer from humans to animal. Bacteria, such as E. coli, Shigella, Salmonella will cause infection to animal, or it may contaminate food products, milk. To avoid this, personal hygiene is necessary, and some precaution has to be taken, like washing hands with warm and soapy water before entry in farm. Avoid entry of infected and carrier individual in a shelter. Insects and pests. Lots of diseases are spread because of insect and pests that are present in animal shelter, like a mosquito, housefly, ticks, rats, mites, etc. Proper pest control protocols help to reduce insect and pest and related diseases. Protocols for animal house hygiene. Cleaning of animals and their environment. Physical cleaning includes removal of urine, fecal matter and organic material from the animal body and the environment. Cleaning should be result in visible clean surface with clean, warm and soapy water. Daily cleaning of animals and farm help to avoid a number of diseases, and it can also reduce the objectionable odor in shelters and the environment. For killing of harmful pathogens, sanitation using potential disinfectant agent uses after cleaning, which can remove harmful biological entities from the environment. Effective sanitation requires applying a germicidal agent to a basically clean surface. This requires use of both detergent and disinfectant products. Detergents in themselves do nothing to kill germs. Virtually all disinfectants used in shelters are inactivated by organic materials such as feces, kitty litter, saliva, sneeze marks and plain old dirt to some extent, so if they are not applied to a clean surface, they simply will not work. Periodically, a stronger degreaser should be used to deal with body oils and other grunge that builds up in kennels over time, and can render disinfectants ineffective. Bibliography. Management and welfare of farmer animals. U4 Animal Welfare Series. Wiley-Blackwell Methods to Analyze Agricultural Commodity Price Volatility, the Production Technology of Functional Food Products from Raw Materials of Plant and Animal Origin. Thank you for your attention. Consultations. Almaty, Reinbeck Ave. 348 Fifths, Building 2,208.